Welcome. This is the Amateur Fanboy YouTube channel, and we have Mike Rataza.
And Chase Aguirre.
So today we are doing a 7-round just Cowboys. We're gonna pick every pick for the Cowboys, and Chase is the Cowboy, I guess,
Cowboy expert.
and so I'm just gonna help him with anybody I see maybe that they should pick, but it should be fun, should be quick, and let's get it started.
Let's get it started.
All right.
All right, so let's see how this shakes out.
Let's see who falls to the Cowboys at 10. So far, everything's looking pretty.
And we got the first scenario.
Oh, Kyle Pitts
Is there?
Okay, let's see. There's also trades here.
I'm not doing any trades in this scenario.
Okay, that's fine. We can reject them all. Okay.
As long as Patrick Surtain or Kyle Pitts is there.
So this is basically the best situation for the Cowboys, in my opinion. You get, if you really want to go Kyle Pitts, like supposedly Jerry Jones is really intrigued and is looking to move up to 4 for potentially getting Kyle Pitts. He just falls in their laps. And also, probably the Cowboys' biggest need is corner. And the best corner, probably the best defensive player is available in Patrick Surtain.
Now, Mike, look at this. Look at who's gone 1 through 10. Tell me that's not realistic.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Williams, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Rashawn Slater's realistic, Waddle's realistic, Jamar Chase.
Maybe Parsons isn't, but you can maybe add.
No, I think that's
Smith.
realistic. I think
You can
the Broncos'
Parsons
one of their biggest need on defense is their linebacking core. So
it would be Parsons or
this
Surtain
is
or what?
as realistic as you could probably get in a mock draft. I think, especially since the computer's kind of generating all the picks for us outside of the Cowboys. I personally think if Kyle Pitts is there, you go Kyle Pitts, and if he's not there, then you go Patrick Surtain.
That's where I'm at. That's 100% where I'm at.
Okay.
If Kyle Pitts is there, I'm taking him. And in this scenario, he is. So
now, is there any chance that maybe they fall in love with a player that we just don't know about at this moment? That's not those two players. I guess Horn.
I've heard talks of Horn. From a couple guys. Marcus Mosher on Locked On Cowboys has brought up Michael Parsons. Obviously, he went in this scenario. I know Jeff Kavanaugh has brought up Xavier Collins, maybe JOK.
Man, that would be a real interesting pick.
But I mean, for the most part, I think it's basically your
Pitts or Surtain.
Surtain, Horn, Pitts, maybe Slater, Penei.
I think a lot of if let's say both were gone, then I could see them trading back. I don't think I think the pick is between Pitts and Surtain.
I agree. If Pitts is there, you take him, and if Pitts isn't there and Surtain is there, you're taking him.
Now let's say that the Panthers or the Broncos move back to a team who does want Surtain and Pitts. Well, let's say Pitts is gone and Surtain is there, and they are gone, and you're kind of stuck with the 10th pick. Nobody wants to move up.
Wait, I'm
saying both Pitts and Surtain are gone.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. Okay.
What do you do at 10? Are you just gonna pick Horn?
I mean,
let's just say there's no trade option to trade back.
Okay, so no one has called you.
Nobody wanted to move up. All the quarterbacks are taken.
So it would be
except for Mac Jones.
So Parsons would be gone still.
Parsons. Potentially, yes. Well, in this scenario,
because I'll
say Parsons is there.
Okay, if Parsons is there, then I would be between Parsons
over Horn.
Horn, Parsons, and JOK would be my three options there, and I would probably lean Horn just because I think cornerback is important.
Weirdly enough, I like JOK more than your
Parsons.
Scheme than
yes.
Parsons.
I agree, and that's where I would say I think Parsons would be the third of those three.
You're like, I just don't want Parsons.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not. I'm not gonna hate Parsons, but I'm not big on Parsons.
I got you. Okay, so we will pick Kyle Pitts and see how it plays out, and we'll maybe we'll go back a little bit just to. So we'll see. Surtain goes next to the Giants.
Mac Jones went to 15.
I think that's a big scenario, a realistic scenario.
We're gonna get into some interesting territory here.
Okay.
Oh boy, is it gonna happen?
Take Richie Grant. Okay.
I will just say.
Just gonna reject these already.
I will just say in this scenario, if we were doing trade ups, I might have stopped about 40 and tried to trade up for Caleb Farley just a couple spots because I think you could take Farley in the second round and be okay
I'm fine with that.
Especially if you take Pitts in the first round.
The gamble with Farley is if he's healthy, you got one of the best corners in the draft. If he's not healthy, you only wasted a second round pick and whatever Like it's not as much of a hit.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, I think Calvin Joseph is probably the best
I was
option.
the two I'm looking
and
at.
Baron Browning.
The two I'm looking at is Kelvin Joseph and Alex Leatherwood. I'm actually I'm actually thinking Alex Leatherwood would not, if they had taken Surtain in this spot, I would very much consider Alex Leatherwood.
I don't think they can do that right here because of the corner. Look, let's just
no. I'm saying in this situation you can, but I'm bringing up if they had taken Surtain, Leatherwood would be my choice. Would be one of my choices here. Probably would be my choice. Probably.
Okay, so Calvin Joseph, Asante Samuel Jr. He's more of a slot though. Tyson Campbell. Those are probably my top guys available for corner. Are you looking for? I mean, linebacker, from what I understand, is going to be a pick that they are probably going to draft fairly early.
Honestly, if the Cowboys were here, I would not be surprised. If they had taken Kyle Pitts, I'd probably taking a corner here and probably looking at linebacker at 75. Maybe one of those,
or maybe a trade in.
Yeah, or trade, or yeah. But I'm thinking right now, with Kyle Pitts being the first pick, you still need a corner. Kelvin Joseph would be the pick for me right here. At 44, and I think that would be a great pick.
I kind of agree with you. Calvin Joseph's the best to me at this point for what you're needing, and going off of because of course Jerry Jones drafts best player available typically.
Yes.
I think Calvin Joseph's probably the best of both worlds.
Boss man fat.
But also you could throw in Baron Browning coming in. He's a very athletic guy.
Now I'll do what I did with the Surtain pick. If we took Surtain at cornerback,
then you can probably take a
I
linebacker.
would honestly be also considering, other than Leatherwood, I'd be considering Browning as well in this situation. Because any of those guys, the only one I'm probably not considering is Ozarike. I'm probably not trying to take a nose tackle. Possibly not at all. But
not here.
But
it's
definitely
not,
but definitely not this early. So
now, are you looking? So it's just. Are you keeping CD? Let's just look like past this season for your offense.
Yes.
When Michael Gallup, let's say he walks, he's an outside guy. Is CD moving from the slot to the outside position? Are you looking? Or are you keeping him there? Maybe drafting.
I'm just trying to put the best pass
players
on the field.
Gotcha.
I don't care where I put them. That's just
so. Let's go Calvin Joseph.
Yes.
And before we do that, kind of just want to look really quickly from where we drafted Pitts. Surtain went next. That might be something that might hurt you guys because the Giants took him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Devontae Smith went at 12. Darisaw, JOK.
I will just say this. If I had taken Surtain, bet you anything the Giants are taking Kyle Pitts. And I will feel better about the Giants taking a cornerback right now than I would Kyle Pitts. I will say, you know what? Patrick Surtain, go ahead and guard Kyle Pitts. Good luck.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'd rather have the offensive player between
Look, the
those
Jets
two.
traded up to 32.
They traded back up to get Zaven Collins, of all people. And
all right, let's
boss man fat.
Let's get Calvin Joseph up in this. This is where it's gonna start getting.
This is where it's gonna get a little dicey.
Oh well, this is a little easier. The next round, the next rounds after that. Man, the Jets have a lot of picks.
They do.
Okay, here we go.
All right, 75 and no. All right.
Okay,
well, I'm loving this draft so far. I already know who I want.
Brown?
Nope. I want Lim McNeil. This is the perfect spot. I love Lim McNeil here.
This is actually a pretty good draft so
I'm
far.
actually loving this scenario. If Cowboys took Kyle Pitts at 10 and ended up with Kelvin Joseph and Lim McNeil in 2 and 3,
I think your defense is looking pretty.
I think it's looking
decent.
pretty good. Kelvin Joseph can start day one. Kelvin Joseph and Trayvon Diggs will probably be your starting corners day.
I'll give it a couple games, but there's a possibility.
Jordan Lewis will get some reps early on, but I do think that you're going to see a lot.
So you want
of
McNeil here at 75. What is some traits that you're looking at with him that's intriguing for you for the Cowboys?
I just think he's a great run stopper, and I think that's what the Cowboys really need as their nose tackle. He's lanky. He may not be able to run. Rush the passer.
Yeah, but he kind of fits in. He's gonna basically hold the guard and center together.
He's a one technique.
Well, yeah, he's holding the guard and center so that your linebackers don't get stuck with blocking and pass rush and stuff like that. I feel like that's a good spot. This has actually been pretty good.
It helps Jalen Smith and LV.
I definitely think that the Cowboys' next few picks should probably look at least tackle at some point here. And I would still take a safety as well.
Ooh, I really like how this draft is falling.
I just want to point out, if I was going to take any linebacker at this spot,
It'd be Dylan Moses.
Dylan Moses.
And that's immediately who I thought.
And just because, look, he did not play good this season. He came off of a torn ACL the season prior. He was a top 5 pick. He has not looked the same. I would take the chance on him here.
Yeah.
Just because if he, recuperates, he gets back to form, at least similar. You're hitting a guy. The thing is, he is kind of similar to that Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
Type of a big injury, comes back. His first season he played with the Cowboys was not very good, and then he kind of got better after that. That's the type of guy I'm okay with taking here.
The only other guy I'd consider here is Little out of Stanford for offensive tackle purposes. But I think there is some other guys in the 5th, 6th round that they can take a chance on.
I would also look into getting Davis Mills here at the backup spot. You guys have like a revolving door at the backup spot, and if you can get a guy who has potential to maybe in 3-4 years you could trade him.
Mike, I love you, but I am not touching quarterbacks at all until the last undrafted guys. Maybe the last pick.
The thing is, though, you guys just haven't been able to develop a decent backup in a couple decades.
Here's my deal. The whole thing with the backup, and I know we've talked about.
I understand. You're going to say if Dak's hurt, the season's done.
Exactly. We are not expecting to need another 4th, 5th round Dak type. To replace Romo.
Are we going with Moses here?
Yes, we are going with Dylan Moses.
We've
here.
had the same idea there.
I know. And Little and Moses are the two that stood out to me, and I think Dylan Moses is the pick here.
All right, let's go.
And I'm loving this draft, by the way. Like if this actually happened, this would be a great.
We'd be better than Jerry Jones.
Right, oh man, I'm a little upset now. I would have loved to take Walker Little because I don't hate taking Cameron McGrone. If he were to fall here, I would love to take him here. And I am a little upset that I...
Now, would you go take Troy Sermon, kind of that throw him in? Zeke might be gone in a season. He does have the very similar attributes on a cheap contract. You just fill in the... I feel like even if you have a top running back, let's say Zeke, you definitely have to have a group effort to be successful. I'm going to try
to be as serious as I can with this, Mike. Quarterback, running back...
I'm just saying.
I'm not touching.
Those are things, just because you have a top guy doesn't mean you shouldn't take it.
I understand that, but I think you still got to get offensive tackle here.
Trask is there.
Still got to get an edge. I think those positions are more...
I understand. But these are not guys that are necessarily going to ever become starters.
And actually, a guy I'm looking at right now on my screen is Caden Stearns out of Texas. I think he would be a good safety to have. And
do you want to look a little further down?
Yeah, we can go down a little bit further. Gillespie's another one. I'm not huge on Patrick Jones from Pitt. I don't think.
So are we going?
I don't think he fits the Cowboys scheme as well.
Caden Stearns.
It's between Caden Stearns for me and McGrone and double dipping on linebacker, which we've talked about. The Cowboys with Jalen Smith, possibly maybe after this year isn't there. Leighton Vander Esch's issues. Maybe it's not bad to draft Dylan Moses, McGrone back to back, and those guys could end up being guys you can.
What the flipper happened? I didn't do anything.
I trust that you didn't do anything.
Well, with that was the 4-round mock draft with us. We had some technical issues, so I think we'll stick it with that at that point.
No, we are not.
We'll do it. We have to redo it all though.
Yeah, that's fine.
So. We'll post this.
Yeah, we can post this.
This is, I don't know, it was 4 or 5 rounds. The site went crazy on us.
I would just say the last pick I would have made would have been Cameron McGrone.
I might have clicked restart, closing out the player, but...
Anyway.
I think that was a very good floor... So we started with...
Kyle Pitts.
2nd round, we got...
Calvin Joseph.
Great. I think those two guys probably end up being...
3rd round, Alim McNeil.
You got 3 starters.
And then we got Dylan Moses.
Who probably can end up being started, especially KJ Wright's not coming.
And then I would have taken probably Cameron McGrone. I would have taken another linebacker there. So we would have double dipped in linebacker with corner and Kyle Pitts.
Okay. With that, thank you for watching. We'll be posting more and more as we continue to see rumors and things change. Keep us out. We're going to post a full Cowboys mock as well.
Yeah, it'll be a different one, but we're going to post
this was a good... Next one might be worse, so...
Yeah.
All right.